Hello, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Love Your Life Gentle Yoga. Today we'll do some joint mobility and also stretch the long muscles of the body and get some flat spinal flexion. And we'll definitely do some nice long breaths to ease ourselves more into the body and reset our nervous system. So glad you're here. Let's begin lying down, coming onto your back, pillow under your head if you like, and we'll hug the knees in to begin. Lovely to see you. Good. Hug the knees both in towards your chest. A little squeeze. My sense is that some of us haven't done yoga for a little while. This is going to get you back into your body and feel so good. So we're rocking the knees, the low back, a little side to side, not big ones. And then as you come back to center, let your feet land, leaving your knees bent. And let your hands rest on your tummy. Your elbows and shoulders fall away, and your eyes lower or close completely so that your awareness can drop into your inner body and sense what is here for you at this moment. And this is our before practice check-in. How are we now? We're coming exactly as we are. Feel that breath is happening and begin to now bring the breath low into your tummy so that you feel it rise as the inhale begins. Your hands there will feel that. And as you let the breath go, do so through your pursed lips. Nose inhalation. And pursed lips exhalation. The next inhalation begins in the low belly and climbs upwards through your ribs and comes all the way to your throat. Feel that upward flow of in. Turning around moment where we purse the lips and let the breath blow gently away. Please stay with this practice. Really sensing, feeling the rising, the upward flow of the inhalation. And as we blow the breath away, there's a downward flow, and feeling the emptying of your belly, which we can emphasize by pressing the low back and the belly downward. So we're helping a little bit with that rooting and grounding that happens at the end of exhale. Be sure to release it as you inhale. A little holding moment and then again blow it away. Final part of exhale, low back presses down, even the tailbone might curl up slightly. We'll do 2 more this way. This particular breath helps us connect more consciously with the nervous system. And even a few breaths like this bring us out of our thinking into the body and signals the body that it's okay. Nothing's needed other than being right here. Nice. Please bring your right knee into your chest. Hold on to it with both hands. If your knee aches, hold behind the knee And just bring that thigh closer now to your body as you find yourself breathing out. We can now switch to nose exhales. And then as we breathe in, we'll move the knee a little bit away, making space for that rising inhalation. Squeeze close on exhalation. Final part of breath. Squeeze low belly and pelvic floor. Release as the inhale occurs. And this time as we exhale again and squeeze in, let your left leg slide out straight on the mat and push through the heel. Continue the moving of your right knee with breath. One more time. Squeeze in. Good. And then hold the knee still, but take it slightly away so there's neither squeezing nor pushing away. Relax your elbows. And now attention to the toes of your right foot. Spread them wide and then clench them. Spreading the toes wide on inhalation and clench them in on exhalation. One more time, awakening now the joints in the toes. One more time. And exhale, squeeze your toes in a little clench. Good. Relax your toes. Relax your ankle and begin to circle your foot at the level of the ankle. Relaxed toes, relaxed foot, relaxed circling foot. And let's now shift the direction. Same foot is circling. And on the exhalation, let go the knee and place the right foot flat. Slide your left foot beside it, hands on your soft belly, deeply in through the nose. Hold this breath at fullness. Hold it, hold it, hold it. This exhale through your pursed lips, through a tilted back head, as though you were blowing this breath out over your face. Head tilts back to normal on inhale. And then your left knee, bring it in close to your body, squeeze it to exhale. Push the knee away, make space for inhale. And as we did, draw the left thigh close to your chest and make it an active exhale, low belly, pelvic floor contract. And again. One more time. This time, as we draw the left thigh in, slide your right leg straight, push through the right heel. Good. And then hold that left knee or thigh in a neutral place as we now spread the right toes wide on inhale. Clench them on exhale. Spread them wide. And clench. One more time. And clench. Good, relax. Good, let's come to the left foot now. Spread the toes and clench. And spread the toes and clench. And one more time. Spread your toes of your left foot and clench them in, and now relax that foot completely. And we'll circle the left foot around the ankle, just nice and loose. And then circle the other way. Nice, everyone. Good. And now let that left foot come down. Slide your right foot beside it. And place your palms flat this time, slightly tucked under your hips. Good. Right leg, knee comes up. Extend the right leg straight up, flexed foot. Open that right knee. And exhale, bend the knee and place the foot back on the mat. Same with the left leg now. Inhale the left leg straight up to vertical, flexed foot, straight knee, and then exhale, bend the knee. Good. So we'll take both legs at once now. Inhale both legs up to straight, flexed feet. And now as we bend the knees, let your feet just hang near your buttocks. Moving now into the knee joints as we extend the legs, flex the feet, and bend the knees. 2 to go. Extend flexed feet, legs very straight, and then bend the knees. And 1 more time. Good. Bend the knees and gently let your feet come down to the mat, sliding your left leg straight out on the mat and push through that left heel. Good. And now grab a block and place it next to your right so that when your right knee goes out, it is supported by the block. And we have that right knee turned out as though we were doing tree pose. Both arms now inhale overhead. And so the arms are reaching up. The bottom ribs we draw inwards, keeping the long extension through the left side. Soft belly inhale. And active belly exhale, contracting inward. Pelvic floor also contracts, Mula Bandha, root lock. Release for inhale. And here we go again. Exhale, low belly, and apply your root lock. Holding the shape for 1 more breath cycle this way. Nice. Lower your arms. Help your right knee back to upright and slide your left foot next to your right so that your both knees are bent and feet are flat. Your block you can now move to the left side to catch the left knee as we do the same shape other side. So right leg slides straight, push through the heel. Left knee tips out to the left, foot touching the inseam of your straight leg. And both arms overhead. Bottom ribs draw in. Feel how that helps your low back press down as well. And while we keep the engagement of this shape, soft belly inhalation, and very active exhalation, deeply contracting your low belly and pelvic floor muscles. We'll do this 2 more breaths. Nice, and now bring your arms back and bring your left knee up so the foot is flat and slide your right foot next to it. There we are, everyone. Widen your feet now to the edges of the mat, leaning your knees in. The knees are touching. And then bring your arms, palms up, out from your shoulders. And here is where we'll tip the knees to the right. So the feet stay wide. Inhale the knees back to upright, and exhale, tip your knees leftwards, head to the right. Now we're rolling on the soft tissue of the glute, the tush. Feel that? Stay with breathing. As your knees roll and your feet tip, the head is rolling the opposite way, letting it all sync up with your breath. Good. Now as you bring your knees back up, walk the feet in a little closer and bring your arms again alongside, this time palms down. Let your shoulders relax. Feel how your body can just surrender to the ground. As we rest in the breath and see what is next. Now let's take the feet off the mat so that your knees are directly over your hips and your shin bones are parallel to the floor. And so this is a diagonal. The right arm inhales overhead while your left leg straightens out close to the mat. And then we'll bring it back on the exhale. Left arm, right leg stretch away from each other. And bring it back on the exhale to that beginning place, knees over hips. Continue on. We're alternating sides. That lovely diagonal stretch and core activation with each exhale. It's perfectly fine to breathe slowly. And so this is an antidote to the feeling of rush and having to get things done. This is more a savoring of easy moving. Easy, but certainly using muscles. Nice. Continue on, please. We'll do one more each side. Lovely, and then as you complete, just bring both knees close to your chest again, and then with a hand on each knee, let's circle the knees together so that we roll the sacrum into the mat. That low back is where many of us have back pain, discomfort, and this is a lovely antidote to that. Are you ready to change direction? Lovely, everyone. And as we complete, let your feet land again, leaving the knees bent. Feel the landing, feel the gravity, feel that letting go. The practice of letting go is a good one because often we stay on high alert. Let's go into the hip joint now. So let's bring the right outer ankle, lie across the left thigh, and we'll hold the left thigh with both hands and bring it all in close. To keep your right thigh and knee a little bit away from your body, you can use your right elbow. and the strength of the hands to pull the left thigh closer to the body. And as you rest in your breath, notice, feel where this is palpable. Two more breaths. Nice, everyone. And so now we're going to let go that left thigh, let the foot land, bring the foot a little to the middle of the mat and close your right thigh over your left thigh. Separate your feet a bit and even bring your feet off the mat, reach for your ankles. So we've got the thighs crossed and squeezing together and drawing close to the belly. Pulling the shin bones, the feet apart to activate the outer hip joints. For 2 more breaths. Ready to release the hold of the ankles, push your shin bones closer together. Some might be able to tuck a foot behind the ankle. So your legs are wrapped now, and bring your hands interlaced behind your head. So the wrapped legs inhale away from the body, and they exhale, bring them in close and curl up. Chest towards your thighs, elbows towards your knees, carry your head. Inhale, the head goes down as the wrapped legs move away. Exhale, curling in, and let this have a flow to it with your breath. Each time that you curl up, pull your tummy in and your pelvic floor in. It's a tight little squeeze, which releases on inhale. And we have 2 to go. Coming to our last one. Lie your head back down, undo the legs, and have your parallel feet land on the mat and feel again as your arms rest how gravity supports us, constantly supporting us, especially when we want to let go the body weight, let go whatever we're holding. And sometimes it's just thought forms and attitudes that we're holding. Physically releasing the body, consciously exhaling, they're all part of letting go. Second side. It's now the left outer ankle lying across your right thigh. Encourage that left thigh away, even as we bring the right thigh closer. Thread the left arm through the gap and meet your right hand. And feel this, knowing that your left forearm elbow keeps that left knee away. The more we push that away, the more we can feel it in the left hip. A little resistance there to angle it out without going into pain. And the breath is that soothing balm that brings healing on so many levels. One more breath. And we'll let go of the hands, wrap the left thigh over, close the gap, separate your shin bones in your feet and reach for your ankles with your hands as we draw the wrapped thighs closer to the chest, just as your body allows. And so if you can feel your thighs pressing into your low belly, breathe into that constriction so your belly still pushes against that for the in and relaxes on the out breath. Little tiny inward squeeze on that exhale. Continue. One more. The legs stay wrapped. The shin bones approach each other, get closer, maybe tuck a foot under, behind, and your head is supported with your hands. Back to the core. Inhale your wrapped legs away, and exhale, curl up towards, bring them in. You can go slow, you can go a little faster. Sense what is right for you today. Last one coming up. As you complete, your head lies down, the legs unwind. And gently slide both legs straight out on the mat and push through both heels so your legs are very actively straight. And bring your both arms overhead, as though we were standing now with arms aloft. And now please walk your both feet little by little towards the left. Legs stay straight, your heels move leftwards little by little. You're probably going to be off your mat. And now your upper back also towards the left to form a little crescent moon shape so that we have long limbs and a feeling of opening along the right side of the body, which is where we'll direct the inhale. Inhale, right side. And lengthen through your right arm and foot as you exhale. Again, soften the arm and leg for the inhale. Into the right flank. Ready to exhale. Add a little by pushing through the right foot and reaching your right arm further. We'll do it one more time. Release slightly. Fill up your right side and then lengthen it on the exhalation, keeping your butt and your heel on the mat. Lovely, everyone. Soften the arms and the limbs and rearrange your body now, shimmying your feet towards the right off the mat and your upper body also towards the right, forming that little crescent moon shape. So now we can feel the left flank opening as we inhale into it. Amplifying it on exhale by stretching the arm and the leg a little bit more. Be sure to release it for in. It's a slight release and an amplification on the out breath. Once more. Nice. Soften the limbs. Slide or maneuver your way back to center and bend the knees and find the center line with your sacrum. Lifting it up, tuck the tail and flatten it down into the mat and snuggling it in. We're going into the bridge series now, so if you have a pillow under your head, move it up above your mat. Place your palms flat near your feet. Tuck the chin. Lovely. And now press feet down and raise your hips up, using your feet and your hands to press down. And exhale, lower, back down to the mat. Good. And release. Repeat. Hands and feet press down. Up we come. Sensing the imaginary block between the knees so the knees stay aligned. Exhale, back down. Release. One more. Good. Release, relax for a breath. Arms, shoulders, facial muscles. Nice. Feet press down again. This time, raise your hips. And now bring your hands together under your body to interlace fingers or clutch the edges of your mat. And roll your upper arms under. Now we're holding bridge pose. Root your feet. Sense the imaginary block. And as we hold this pose, really rooting not only through the heels, but the ball of the feet and the toes. Let your inhale spread your rib cage. The focus on exhale is low belly. Draw it in, draw it in, draw it in. Staying in the pose. Release the low belly. Fill your rib cage. And the active squeeze belly, exhale. As we did. As you do this final exhalation here, root through your feet. Exhalation is a rooting, grounding action. Beautiful, everyone. Undo the hands. Tuck your tail to lower your long back to the mat. Release on landing. And bring your right foot into your hand. Holding the arch of the foot, the knee is bent into your underarm. Straighten the left leg out on the mat. Raise the straight left leg a few inches off the floor. And bring your left arm next to your ear. And we're here for 3 breaths. Fill the ribs and pull the belly in on exhale. 2 more. One more time. And gently release the pose. Let your legs gently land on the mat. Bending that left knee so it's next to your right. And we take a second side. Hold your left foot in your hand. The knee is bent so you hopefully can reach it. Slide the right leg straight out on the mat with a little thrust. And then raise that right leg just off the mat and your right arm overhead. Stay here. It's a very active pose. And the breath too, filling the ribs on in and drawing the belly, pelvic floor inwards on out. Last one. As you complete, softly land your limbs. Left foot flat, slide the right foot next to it. And bring your palms down near your hips. Great. Let's take the feet off the mat. This time we'll inhale both legs straight up and both arms overhead. Inhale, extend arms and legs, flexed feet. Exhale, bring the arms down to land and the feet down to land. Press hands and feet down. Raise your hips. Inhale. Lower the hips. Exhaling. Release. And then arms and legs. Inhale. Stretch it up. Exhale, arms and feet land. Take it slow. And with the landing, push down to raise your hips. Bridge pose. Keep it slow in line with your breath. As we lower down again, release. Arms and legs, inhale. Continuing with your breath, the landing, the grounding of hands and feet to lift the hips off the mat. Nice, everybody. Keep flowing with your breathing. As we do one more set of each, arms and legs, landing them to lift the hips. One more breath, bridge pose, up we come, and lower down. Good, release, cobbler's pose, so knees wide, feet touch, arms roll away, palms open, and a soft belly breaths with no active exhales. In other words, just natural, soft, diaphragmatic breaths. The value of deep breaths is becoming really widely known. I notice in movies, people tell each other in a moment of tension, oh, just breathe. Well, of course, we're always breathing. It's breathing consciously and deeply. Aligning mind and body. That feels so unifying, which is, of course, what yoga is. Yoking, coming into union. Let's bring the knees back up. Roll over, and we'll flip onto all fours. Have your blocks ready at the front of the mat. Good, moving into the spine. On the inhale, bring your chest a little forward, lift your chin. On the exhale, draw the tailbone under, pull the belly in and lower your chin. As we did. Continuing this mindful breathing and slow moving with the breath. Here it is a natural place to practice that active exhalation, to strengthen core, to strengthen pelvic floor. But we don't want to live in the clenched place. The exhale, we round the back, round, press the middle back up. That's your exhale. Release, inhale, heart forward, tail lift, so it's a pelvic tilt. We're looking up, and exhale round. Last one. Terrific, everyone. Neutral back as we now bring the blocks under the hands. I like that middle setting. As we go deeper into the hips now, hands on blocks, knees close together. Raise your right knee up. Inhale, look up, knee to nose. Exhale, round under and squeeze inwardly. 2 more times. We're still in that beautiful flexing and rounding of the back. 1 more time. This time, step your right foot forward. Put some pressure on it. And then raise your arms. Pushing away from the blocks, raise the arms, lovely. And exhale, arms alongside. Good, so we'll hold this place, bringing your left arm up next to your ear. Good, and lean to your right, lean to the right. So it's a side bend again, nice deep side bend. Grounding through the front foot, keep balance. That's it, lovely. Good, ground the foot. Inhale, both arms overhead. And then on the exhale, aim your hands for the blocks. Back to the blocks. At which point we'll straighten that right leg. Inch the heel forward. Pull your sit bone back. And take a few breaths with this right leg stretching. Spine straight, heart lifting slightly. And one more hamstring stretch breath here. Great, let's pull this leg back. We're back to 4s. We'll start the second side with the left knee up, lifting up, inhale. Knee to nose, contract the core. As we did. Always coming back to these particular stretches, the sequence, so useful for mobility, for stretch. Left foot now to the front. Ground it to push away from the blocks, to raise the arms up and lower the arms to the sides. Good, stay upright as we now take the right arm straight up and lean to the left. Breathing into that opening of your right side ribs, steadying through the front foot. Nice. On the inhale, we come to upright and the forward with the arms, hands back to the blocks, where we can straighten the left leg. Easy breaths with this left leg straight. Good, and let's pull the left leg back. Staying in this shape, invite you now to bring the right leg up again behind and step the right foot through. Step it right through. Inhale your way upright, grounding the foot, and circle the arms to your sides. This time, the left arm comes forward, lean forward to hook your elbow over that bent knee and press your palms together for this upper body twist, using the leveraging of your hands to rotate the ribs. Steady hips and lovely rotation through your hips. Doing great, everyone. Looking good. Nice. On the exhale, release the hands back to the blocks, straightening that right leg again. Revisiting this shape. Good. Keep the right leg straight. We twist to the right this time with the right arm coming out to the right. Turn your ribs over that straight right leg. It's a lovely big stretch. Let your ribs turn. Yes. Good. Release back down and draw your right knee back. Still hands on the blocks. Take your left knee up. Inhale it up. Step through with the left foot. Press it down to rise. Arms alongside. And then from here, it's the right arm comes forward with the trunk to hook over the knee, steady knee, palms pressed, turn leftwards from your waist. So the breaths are not as deep when we're in a twist. It's all right. Sometimes you hear a little bone cracking, popping. So when the body gets relaxed through breathing and stretching, it becomes more mobile. It's safer to do these stronger shapes. As we exhale, hands return to the blocks to straighten the left leg. Feel all this. See if you can keep your upper back straight. Good. Twist to the left again over the straight leg. Left arm. Chest turns leftwards. Good. And return the hand to block and the knee back. Good. Walk the knees back a little bit. Place the blocks off the mat to the sides. We're taking puppy dog shape now. So for this, the bum stays high, but the hands and the arms stretch forward. And we bring the chest, the brow, or chin to the mat. And keep your arms wide and long. And see if you can bring your inhalations up the side body to the underarm. Inhale rises. And just letting the exhale go. A couple more breaths. Encouraging the breath to rise to new places. Nice. Please walk your hands back. Come to all fours again. Where we'll take the right leg parallel to the mat. Push through the heel, left arm forward. And stabilize this shape with your conscious breaths, long and slow. And hand and knee come back. Good. Left leg behind, right arm forward. Stabilize the shape with attention to breath. Good. And lower the hand and the knee down. Lovely, everybody. Please drop onto your bottom. So sit down. And bring your feet in front. We're taking boat pose. So hold behind your thighs, take your feet off the mat and raise them. That's it. Good. We're still holding the thighs, not too hard here. But maybe you can stretch your arms so the core and the quad muscles work as well. That's great. Doing good. And bring your hands back. As you land your feet, pull up out of the low back. So lift up. That's great. We'll go again. I'm just going to turn this way for the second round. Same as the first. Hold behind the thighs, lean back, lift your heart, feet off. And then there's that moment of balancing here. Draw the belly in and raise your arms. Bring your arms out. Boat pose. Good. And release the pose. Feet to the mat. Draw your chest high. Great. And now let's bring the soles of the feet together. Inch your seat back a little bit. As we, from cobbler's pose, it's a nice wide cobbler's pose, big triangle, big diamond shape here. Heart comes forward and hands come to the feet, the ankles. And we feel now the low back, the length of the spine softly. No pushing. This is gravity now with each exhale, allowing us just that little bit more in the forward fold. Tummy is soft. Soft throughout. Great. Come back up, draw your knees in, and come again to hands and knees. This time we'll try a downward dog. So the palms spreading, a little forward of your shoulders. Curl the toes under, and up come the knees. And raise your hips high. And the balls of the feet into the mat, and the palms into the mat. As though somebody had a strap to the top of your thighs and was drawing your hips and your thighs back. And that gives just a little bit more space in the waist. And breathe deep here. To come out of this shape, we're going to walk the feet forward to a standing forward bend. As we'll segue into a new place of stretch. So parallel your feet, fold your arms, and let your head hang. This time your exhalation through an open mouth. Little bend in the knees. Walk your hands to your thighs and press into them to bring your torso up to standing. And we're standing tall. Pause a moment. Feel all this. Nice, everybody. Good. So now a little bit for the shoulder joints. We've got the parallel feet, we've got a little bend in the knees, and then we'll just roll the shoulders. We're just standing comfortably. Unlock knees and shoulders are rolling. And once you've done a few with the relaxed arms, we'll stretch the arms as well, bring them up and circle them wide and down, just a little bit deeper into the joints, arms forward, circling around. One more time. Great, and just let your arms hang and shake out your wrists and your fingers. Lovely. All right, so now shoulder lifts and drops with a bit of pace, short breaths. Short breaths as you lift and lower. This is both shoulder lifts and a bit of pranayama. Five to go. And last one. Shrug up, hold the breath. Shrug, shrug, shrug. Make fists, make a prune face. Bend your knees, squeeze your buttocks. We're holding, holding, holding. Inward squeeze. Ready to release that out through the mouth and soften all those muscles, your wrists, your shoulders. Lovely. And then just a little loose sway of your body. Nice. Lovely, everyone. Let's take a wide stance. Coming now with your right leg completely turned out for triangle pose. Left heel away. And your arms parallel to the mat. Breath in. And then we reach the upper body over the straight turned out leg. And bring your hand down to rest. And bring your top arm in line with it. Good. So root through the feet so you're steady. Keep grounding through the feet. Yeah, so how deep you go doesn't matter. You just want to be deeply rooted through your feet. How far down towards the ankle doesn't matter. What matters, you're in a side bend. Let's try the arm next to the ear. Deepening again the side body. Up arm next to the ear. Great. Root deeply. We're coming up. Relax the arms. And turn your legs for second side. Arms spread again. Get tall. Reach. And tilt down to your leg. Not how deep. Just stay in the lateral plane. Steady on your feet, bring your top arm next to your ear, open the underarm, side ribs. Breathe into those areas. Good, strong in your core to inhale back up. Relax your hands and bring them to your hips. And bring your feet slightly turned out and bend your knees outwards. Inhale, straighten and double lunge, exhale. Stay with this. Doing good. Outwardly turned knees. We'll do a few more. Add the arms. Bring them up to straight with the legs. And then elbows and knees bend, palms spread. Straightening, inhale. Straight legs, inhale, arms. Exhale, knees and elbows bend. Heart stays open. Lovely. And one more time. Nice. Bring your hands now to your thighs. Keep the lunge and drop your right upper body into the midline and bring it back. And your left upper body into the midline and back. Doing great. And again, upper back. One more each way. Lovely, everyone. Coming back to center, straighten the legs and walk your feet back in together and stand tall. Coming now with your lifted heart into prayer pose. Flow with breath, arms widened up. Exhale, it's forward bend. Hands rest lightly to inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold down. Come upright. Inhale, arms up, prayer pose to the heart. Half sun salutations. We'll do 2 more. Widen up. Let it be easy and flowing now. Flat back. Deep fold. All the way up. And prayer pose. One more time. And up. We pause in prayer pose to feel this moment, feeling how body's aligned. Maybe this little fatigue starting to come in. So we are now coming back down to the mat for this cooling down. So come onto your back with the block under your hips. Lovely inversion, effortless inversion. Flat block right on the sacrum. Arms very close in, and then the legs hang in the air. And they do not need to be straight, soft in the joints. Feel the ease. As you sense your palms turned upwards, your fingers at ease, take an inhale, and as you exhale lightly, bring your thumb and your index finger to touch. Inhale them, release. As we exhale again, bring your middle finger and your thumbs to touch. Inhale, release. The next finger along is the ring finger. Bring the ring finger, touch your thumb, and inhale, release. Exhale the pinky to the thumb. Inhale, release. We'll do this again, inhaling. It's index to thumb. Exhale, lightly touch. Inhale, release. Middle fingers to the thumbs, lightly touch. Inhale, release. Ring fingers. Exhale, bring a touch. Release. Pinky. Little touch. And release. We'll do one more round without being cued. Nice, everyone. Turn your palms down, bend your knees, and let your feet come to the mat. Press them down to remove the block and move your hips to the right as you land, just right of center. Now the arms are out from your shoulders. Wrap your right thigh over the left for the relaxing twist of your hips and your wrapped legs to the left. So I invite you to settle in here. Settle into a relaxed place where the breath just flows through this shape. It's completely effortless now, resting in gravity. Follow your exhalation all the way to the empty moment and rest in that empty moment, just 2 or 3 heartbeats. Nothing challenging. Allow the inhalation to come pouring in easily. Give it back and pause on empty. Nice, everyone. Knees come up. Let's take second side. Shift leftwards. Left leg over right. And set up for second side of this lovely relaxing twist. Arms and legs at ease. The long exhalations and a little empty moment that grounds and roots and connects us to support. Please inhale your way back up. And then hug in and set up for final relaxation. Falling away to let go deeply. Nothing more is needed but to drop deep. Be as comfy, as warm, as supported as you can. To receive, receiving now, nourishment in the relaxed place. And let go deeply. sensing now your breath, and how it feels in this moment in your body. And how you can breathe with your breath to naturally amplify it. And to gently move your fingers and toes, stirring to awaken, to return. To make your way over onto your right side, to curl up small. This our conscious gratitude moment together. And then to make your way up to sit, to close the practice together. So grateful to practice with you, beautiful yogis. Namaste.